Dexter, Season 3, Episode 1, titled Our Father, and this episode, of course, is the first episode of Season 3, and what we have here is a really well done, really put together episode for a start of the season, where what you have is a story about, and definitely it launching off with this season, and that is Dexter accidentally killing the wrong person. Like, we're in a situation where you're like, Dexter's life is good, he's with Rita, everything's fine, everything's like back to normal, he does his hobby, and nothing's has gone wrong ever since the end of season 2, right? So, but what happens is, what if he goes to the person, but he's at the wrong place at the wrong time? And because of it, he was a witness to a struggle, and because of it, he accidentally kills one person, and the repercussion towards it, and the connection that the person he killed is part of, which is the brother of the district attorney of Miami, Miguel Prado. And what you have here in this episode, of course, is the relationship at the beginning, where it is not the friendship that we know from this season. It forms into more of a grieving brother questioning a formal colleague, because Dex is kind of looking through his brother's past, thinking like, okay, what kind of guy was he? What did he, kill anyone? Is he a drug habit? Like, is there something we can can I pin him on? Is there anything I can pin him? And the answer is no, just like an overdue speeding ticket, and that's it. And it's the whoopie-doo-bazzle type thing. And while Miguel's like, why are you looking at my stuff? My dead brother's, file. And of course Dexter's trying to pull stuff out. It's saying, I'm just trying to understand, which is kind of true. But it's interesting seeing like Dexter at a funeral, knowing he's in that situation where like he keeps saying, I have no feelings. I have no feelings. I don't understand feelings. Everybody's trying to hide their emotions and, stuff that Dexter mostly says. But it's quite interesting seeing, Dexter in that environment, right? And of course you got stuff doing with the other characters. You got stuff doing with Rita, having hints of pregnancy, mainly because of, she's has this crave of chocolate pudding. She is more sexually appetite than she is normally, type things. All these hints over pregnancy, to the point Dexter's like, oh, you have a crave for pudding. It's like, oh shit, I done this before I'm pregnant. And it's weird, I think we added like a big duh. It's like, oh yeah, she's pregnant. Yeah, it's like, they act it so subtly. If you think about it, they act that scene so subtly. It's really weird and strange in a way. You got stuff doing with Angel becoming a tenant now. You got that, and having that struggle between, because Greta wants Deb off because Deb, being a loudmouth, she said something and wants her off the case, and there is that struggle of like, I'm her boss, but I'm also her friend. Who do I become now? Is that big thing, and of course it's connected to the whole Our Father thing. It's connected to Harry, and how it's Harry's birthday, and they, clearly Dexter and Deb always go to a certain place and a certain bar and drink like a certain drink, and that type of thing. And of course Dexter's a little bit iffy. Dexter's very iffy on the whole thing, and it really plays well, because he's like, he finds out that I'm the reason that I fucking killed him. And then, of course, there's that struggle against it. So it's a really well done episode. It sets up the groundwork so well, so perfectly in its way, that kind of makes everything kind of fall perfectly into place. That hopefully, while we look forward to the other 11, that it fits well in its place as this piece falls.